You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
I'm Smiley the dog. I am a mutt. I'm Smiley the dog. I'm super smiley. I have a cat, 2 sweets, the travel kitty. And a big girlfriend, Angel's really pretty. I have a pony and we share a big horse. We have a big yard. Yeah, we have to, of course. I have a pool. In the summer I stay cool. To a fountain, live in the mountain, live high on the hog. Need to be a spokes dog. I'm Smiley the dog. I am a mutt. I'm Smiley the dog. I'm super smiley. Woof and super smiles. Welcome to a Super Smiley Adventure on Pet Life Radio, the largest pet radio network in the world. I'm Megan Blake, here with my co-host, 2-time shelter dog Super Smiley, who's the official ambassador of kindness for the Animal Film Festival. That's presented by the Center for Animal Protection and Education. So a big shout out to the Animal Film Festival and to Cape, and congratulations, Super Smiley, on your kindness campaign, which is sharing kindness around the world and teaching kids kindness through animals. On our show here, we explore adventures where our pets lead. They can be travel adventures or paths of animal advocacy or inner journeys of self-discovery where our pets lead. As the pet lifestyle coach, I travel the country with Super Smiley, helping people find their perfect pet match and then help train them so they keep that pet forever. On this Super Smiley adventure, we traveled live to Orlando, Florida to the Global Pet EXPO, one of the largest pet expos in the world, where thousands of pet products are shown over a space the size of 7 football fields. So there's no way we could bring you all these products in this one show, so we thought we'd share our adventure from what I experienced as the pet lifestyle coach there. We talked with Jill Rappaport from the Today Show, who has a new television series about rescue. And I take a pie in the face for puppy rescue. Yep, I really do. We do it live right here on the show. We talk with Prince Lorenzo Borghese about the royal treatment. Dr. Jeff is here. Bob Viteri, the top dog who brings us the Global Pet Expo, gives us the scoop. And the Aloft Hotel sponsored our Super Smiley adventure in Orlando. So Super Smiley and I checked them out for possum pet travel. Canines for Warriors are here with more on the human-animal bond. And Mark Winter, the producer and co-founder of Pet Life Radio, makes a very rare appearance, and lots more. So here we go. And I'm here on a Super Smiley adventure with Super Smiley, my rescued mutt spokes dog, here at the Global Pet Expo in Orlando, Florida. And our very first interview is the illustrious, the wonderful, the beautiful Jill Rappaport. Hi, Jill.
Hi. Well, I love that intro. I always say my mother must have called you this morning, right?
No, I got that all on my own. And my listeners are big fans of yours, Jill, because we know you are a multiple Genesis Award winner because you're such an animal advocate. Congratulations and bless you, bless you.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, hey, we're the voice for the voiceless, right? And it's an honor. I always say it's not a job, it's my oxygen.
Absolutely. I agree with you completely. And you've got your little doggy here. Tell me about your dog and her mission.
Oh, well, Ruby is a superstar here at Global. She always takes center stage wherever we go, and I'm so happy to take a backseat to her. She's one of my 5 rescues, and in honor of all the miles she has logged with me, literally, we think we've done almost 10,000 miles this year alone, going from one end of the country to the other. Also doing my new show, Best in Shelter, with Jill Rappaport. But Ruby is always with me to spread the crucial message of rescue and adoption. Beautiful purebred. Everywhere I go, people say, "What? She's a rescue?" And by just saying that, if it can get one person into their local shelter, she's done her job. But she's taken it a step further thanks to the incredible doggone smart pet products. They are so unbelievable. I'm here with Chris.
Yes, let's introduce Chris. So I'm here with this fabulous, smiling, lovely man, Chris on Thank, which I love your name, by the way, Chris. Hey, Chris, welcome to Pet Life Radio.
Hey, thank you, and so nice to be here. We are so excited to be launching this new product line. It's the Ruby Roadie, and the great thing about this product is it has, as Jill will tell you, this bed has a purpose. It really is, it's about rescue, and it's about saving dogs' lives and saving animals' lives. And the one thing we are so excited to be doing is doing this with Jill and seeing, how much of an effect this can have as we travel around. The one thing I will tell you about the Ruby Roadie is that it's kind of neat. It's not only does it have a purpose with Jill going around, traveling around the country, but also it has a technology. So there's a purpose to this bed. This bed is the only bed in the industry that has what we call a nanotechnology, or the repels it technology. So when Jill is traveling around, she's actually traveling around with a bed that stays clean. So the nanotechnology repels dirt and odors and coat oil, and it also repels, sort of like things like canine influenza or things like Bordetella. So It's really a healthy product for your dog.
And Ruby, sometimes I can't, even though she's older, God bless her, she's not always 1,000% housebroken. Sometimes, I love her to death, and she does her best, but there have been occasions where there's been an accident. This product is so amazing. You could literally, whether a dog has an accident or you pour wine, nothing penetrates. This bed can last forever because you unzip the cover, throw it in the wash. I know it sounds like too good to be true. It is.
Yeah, I love that. That is so smart when you can just pull the cover off, wash it, the interior stays safe and clean.
If there's a mess, you actually stick it underneath the sink and just wash it right. It comes right off. So it's really amazing. So it is so great that we have a bed with a great technology. It really is designed for small dogs. So it's deep. So dogs love to nestle. Yeah. They love to nestle in sort of a nest kind of thing. And this is like a little den for Ruby. So when she's traveling, she feels safe and cozy
and loved.
And loved. And Jill can hold it right on her lap as she's traveling around.
I'm laughing because I love her because she's looking at me like, it's true. It's true. Ruby's here looking at her.
Listen, people think, she goes to the airport and then gets in the car with the bed. No. This bed has seen more miles than most maps. I'm not kidding you. And I have to tell you something. Ruby, we have pictures, and they can vouch for me all along the way where I'm snapping Ruby sleeping in Utah, sleeping in San Diego in the back seat, in Philadelphia. It's like the bed has legs.
I love that. And I love Ruby and the bed has legs. And I just want to share one story with you, Jill. When I was on Animal Attractions TV, my cat, Toot Sweet the Travel Kitty, was the travel kitty.
Yeah.
And during our entire season, all of our seasons, Toot Sweet flew over 150,000 miles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
so Ruby's on her way.
I'm on her way. Isn't that great? And I don't think there's ever been a dog to do it by road. And,
Right.
Subaru's my sponsor for the show. Yes. They love the fact.
And we love.
They said, wait, you're going to actually drive our car from California back. I said, oh, yes, there's no airplanes here. This is all road travel. This is a first, and this bed is a first. And I bet if you go through 7 football fields of Global, you will not find another bed or technology like this.
This is amazing. I love it.
So if you need to find our product, go to dgspetproducts.com, and that will tell you how to get the Ruby Roadie and how to order it. And it will be coming to you in stores, and come and take a look at our other products, too. So we're always a solution-based company, which is great.
I love that. And Jill, how can we keep up with you and your show? Tell us the details.
Well, you know what? Our goal is, my goal, hopefully 4 more. We're hoping for this year alone. And I was just so lucky. A year ago, Megan, we were sitting in the lobby.
We were right here at Global, yes.
And I was peddling a little flyer going, who wants to sponsor? I have this brilliant idea. You know what the message is? Never give up. The more people say no, I'm like, yes.
I love that. I love that.
Rejection to me is a message to keep moving forward. And I actually thrive on it because I like the challenge of no. It makes me want yes more.
And that's such a good lesson. Smiley was just named the Ambassador of Kindness for the Animal Film Festival just last weekend in San Francisco. So now we're here in Florida with you. So we're traveling around a lot as well, promoting what? Pet adoption.
Yeah, and have you noticed, and this is why this company, and I'm not just saying this, everyone says, she has a dog line with them, a bed line. It's not just about promotion. There are so few people where they love it, they breathe it, they live it like we do.
Yes.
This company, he's being very modest. He's also one of the premier animal trainers. I mean,
really?
No, what he does for dogs. But more important, their whole mission of rescue. If you go to their office, if you meet their employees, I'm going to embarrass Jamie over there. She's truly an angel from above, too. Everybody in their office, they live for the animals, and they care so much about rescue and adoption. This isn't just message of the month.
Right.
This is
absolutely not.
Of their heart.
Right. Let me just interject that the people who are like us, people always say, they ask me when I'm interviewed, when did you find out that you loved animals? When did you adopt this mission? And I say, I was born this way. I came into the earth looking at the cows. I want that cow. Look at the bunnies. I want that bunny. Can I touch that cat? Right, Chris?
So it's one thing, it's really interesting. All of us have something very much in common, as you're saying. At Doggone Smart, if you go to doggonesmart.com, we have an 11,000 square foot facility for dogs. And part of our canine center is for adoption and a rescue. So we put a lot of effort into rescue. And on all of our products, a certain part of it, if you go through our rescue edition catalog, you'll see that all the money that comes in, a part of that goes to rescue. And so we really have a mission. And that's why we joined up with Jill, which was fabulous.
No, and I'll tell you something. For me to be associated, it's all about the authenticity.
Yes.
And I will not work with people who do not feel like we do, because in the end, authentic is true blue down to the soul, and if it's not, it becomes transparent very soon.
Right.
These people live and breathe it. And it's just so great that, it's heart before profit, because that's what I'm about. And I know
me too. Me too.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah. And this guy's amazing. We met and we clicked right away. And for them to devote, if you look at that, even that hang tag, this is such a labor of love for them. And hopefully will save thousands of lives. I mean, look at that.
I love this hang
And
tag.
the message,
You are so beautiful, and Ruby's so beautiful, and it's all about, yes. Absolutely. Everything has to be centered around that. Everything, at least for us. I'm talking about us right here. In our hearts, everything has to be centered around what can we do to elevate the animals and to get these adopted and to save lives.
Yeah, and if you walk through Global, sure, you can buy the best collar, the best toy, the best stroller. But what about the best animal sitting in a cage waiting for hopefully the best home? Shouldn't that be what we care about first and foremost, and then get them in all their fancy glory clothing and his strollers? I mean, get them in a home first.
Right, 100%. And I always love introducing Smiley as my spokes dog, Mutt. He rocks being a mutt. He's a crossbreed. You could call him whatever you want. But the dogs in the shelter, you can get purebreds, like your beautiful Ruby here. I have a beautiful German Shepherd who, I'm sure she came from a puppy mill, but she was thrown away 4 times. My horse is pedigreed, world champion on both sides, but he was going to slaughter. So it doesn't matter. Their spirits are their spirits are their spirits, and they all are beautiful, right?
No, I know. And, I do believe that when you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. And I know for us, it's not work. And
it's fun. I mean,
Yeah.
we love what we do, and that's the most important thing. And
technically, we're working here. Are we having fun?
What's great is I wake up every morning and I will train 3 dogs, usually helping dogs. And mostly what I do is I work with dogs that have aggression issues, and I try to help them so that we can keep them in the home and keep them alive. And then what happens is I go and work for the pet product company, and it is the best day. It's about animals. It's about saving animals. It's about doing the right thing and helping people with their dogs. And it's really a fun thing to do.
But I have to tell you, when I first met Chris, he's such a down-home, real, warm person. I'm going like, wait, okay, you do this amazing. Like, he had one session with my dog and really helped him. And I thought, he's so cool and loose. I said, and you actually run like a major company. Does he strike you like a major company head of? I mean, he's such like a down-to-earth, long hair.
When he walked up, when I said, look at this lovely man with this beautiful smile, that's how I introduced you.
But come to the booth. It's like a big party over there.
I will be there. I'll be there.
So much
We're
fun.
having a great time. And today, what are we doing today, Jill?
Oh, my goodness. We're doing at 3:30 in our booth. Now, you know about my pies for paws.
But tell our audience what you're doing.
Yeah, well, I came up with this idea on the heels of the ALS challenge, which I thought, okay, this is amazing, but what can we do for animals? And came up with, actually, at the Hampton Classic Horse Show, Georgina Bloomberg was the first one to get the pie. Meredith Vieira took my challenge. And I've raised a significant amount of money so far for the ASPCA. Very proud about that. I love our dog hair on the mic.
If you don't have dog hair on everything, you're not cool.
I'm
dog hair on my
Megan is so wonderful and authentic. She's got Smiley's hair covering the microphone.
That's long hair. It's my German Shepherd's hair. From California.
Anyway, Chris is going to be a good sport, and I promise not to get any whipped cream in that beautiful hair. But at 3:30 at the Doggone Smart booth. What's the booth number again? That's Jamie. She's always there.
Hi, Jamie. Shout out to Jamie. Go, Jamie.
Public relations. She works there. Jamie, remember, you're too young, but do you remember the show? I'm going to date myself now.
What?
Petticoat Junction, where the conductor wore 12 hats.
Yeah.
He was the conductor. He managed the hotel.
All right,
That's
Jamie.
She does everything, and she has been my lifesaver. But anyway, we're going to do a pie challenge, and we're raising money for Florida Little Dog Rescue.
I love this.
Everyone come over to Doggone Smart. Take a little whipped cream. Eat the pie. We don't care. Just do something to raise awareness for adoption or rescue. Hopefully, this shelter is amazing.
This shelter is the best. I adopted my dog Dave from Florida Little Dog Rescue and Stanley. So I have my dog that is our spokesperson for our company for Doggone Smart is Dave. And just go on our website and you'll see Dave everywhere. And Dave came from the shelter, and Lori is the most wonderful person. They have a great outfit and they do a great job for pet adoption.
And I got my Stanley from her. So we encourage everybody to come over. You better. Will you come?
I will definitely come. 3:30.
Put some whipped cream on your nose. And we're going to get Mark, the head of your whole company.
wonderful.
Where is Mark?
Mark's right there, back
Hey,
there.
Mark. I'm calling you out on radio right now. You know, we're doing.
Mark, are you going to say something on my show?
Yeah.
No.
He doesn't have to. He's the big cheese. But here, I'm doing my pies for paws. You know, my challenge.
Yes.
Doggone Smart today at 3:30. Take a little whipped cream on your nose for a good cause to raise awareness for rescue and adoption.
You know, if it's just a little whipped cream on my nose and not a whole big pie in my face.
I'll do some whipped cream. No, that's a deal. We got it.
I've raised a lot of money for the ASPCA.
I would be happy to do that. I just don't want to be sticky the rest of the day.
You have my word to all of her listeners.
I don't know if I can trust her.
We've got it recorded.
No. You can trust us. But it's all for a great cause. It's a sweet challenge. Oh, do you hear my obsession with Robert Redford? This is the Way We Were song. Sorry about that. Because we have to do something to raise awareness for animals. So it's a little thing. You don't eat. How about eating the pie? How about a bite of pie?
I love whipped cream.
We'll have a bite of pie.
Oh, a kinky Mark. That's a whole
That's a
other
different
show, Megan.
That's a
Right.
different
That's a horse of a different color.
That's a real Super Smiley Adventure.
Okay.
And you know,
see I'm smiling. So,
I know.
yeah.
And we just spent time on the radio with Arden. Remember, we
Yes.
did that whole wonderful show. So this is the guy behind Pet Life Radio.
We love Mark. We always give shout outs to my super producer on Super Smiley Adventure. Thank you, Mark.
All right.
You're welcome.
3:30, we'll give you the booth. You'll eat the pie. As long as we raise
well, Jill,
awareness.
we will be there, and thank you for being here in the whole country and around the whole world for pet adoption. We love you and bless you, bless you.
And you too. I'm
thank
speaking
you.
to my people here. I love you too. Yeah,
Thank
Mark, you're
you.
lucky to have all the. Oh, am I allowed to bring news about your dog on the show?
And Chris,
I have a
thanks. Oh
scoop.
yeah.
I have a big
Bob,
scoop.
come join us.
Wait.
And hi, Bob. We're live here. Bob Viteri. It's so good to see you. We're doing a show here. This is the CEO of the American Pet Products Association. Hey, Bob.
Hey, how are you, Megan? Thanks.
Wonderful. We're here talking with Jill Rappaport about her new show and her sponsor, Doggone Smart, Chris O'Thank, and Bob Viteri. How's the show going?
Fantastic. We're setting records all over the place.
Yeah,
More
how many-
booths, more exhibitors, more buyers, more everything.
How many people you think are here?
Well, we had, I think, 1,000 exhibitors. We have over 3,000 booths. We've got, 5, 6, 7, 10,000 buyers coming in. It keeps growing and growing every year.
And it's so exciting, Bob. And you look fabulous, by the way. You look fabulous. Yeah, you want to tell us?
This is a huge scoop. Bob, get close. Yesterday, I'm in the room talking. You know, Bob and I they were so wonderful. They honored me here.
I adore Bob.
And I got the wonderful award after Ellen DeGeneres, incredible award in 2012. So I got to know Bob then. He is the best. Yesterday, he tells me he had lost his beloved golden retriever.
I remember.
Remember Dakota, yeah.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. I didn't know this. I'm familiar with Dakota, yeah.
And I'm hearing the story, and Bob says my eyes look like a digital camera, like bah, 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 bah. And I said, wait a minute, are you open to possibly getting another dog? And he said, well, what do you mean? And I start telling him there's a 6-month-old golden retriever, purebred dog, for literally a therapy dog that was given up, as usual.
Yes, yes.
And fast forward, Bob meets the dog. Her name is Lucy. His wife, he said, I can't do a thing without my wife's approval, which is a man after my own heart. He brings his wife to the booth. Bob, you tell the rest. And she's arrested.
So what happened?
My wife sits there, takes one look at the dog, and all of a sudden the dog comes up to her. Now she gets down on the floor with the dog. The dog cuddles up in her lap and falls asleep in her lap. And about 5 minutes later, I get a phone call. Guess what we have? We have a new dog. So
Oh, you got
Lucy is
Yay!
ours. Yep.
Oh, congratulations, Bob.
got a
Congratulations,
rescue.
Bob.
Thank
And Jill, thank
And
you
from
for
Florida
doing that.
Little
Yeah.
Dog Rescue. We're driving her home.
Oh,
They're
now,
driving her home for
now
me.
Little Dog Rescue, but a lab's a bigger dog. So Little Dog also,
Yeah, well, that's
they also
what I-
have bigger dogs.
Yeah,
Is that
it's a
correct?
golden retriever. Yeah.
I said Lori may have to change her name because I got my standard poodle.
Dog, right. This is going to be the not so little dog.
Not so
rescue.
little Dog Rescue and Not So Little Dog Rescue. I love
Right.
it.
Right.
Have Bob now have a rescue? I mean, that's
Absolutely.
a great message.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know Smiley and I are all about rescue. We talk about it all the time.
Absolutely.
Where'd he go? There's my baby. There's my
And
baby.
Go
by
with
the
Luke.
way,
Bob has to get an Ethel now to go with Lucy.
I want to see how long before my wife goes when I go home. Lucy, are you home? I want to see how long that's going to last before.
Or Vicky.
You got the big scoop. You're the first person to
Oh, thank you, Jill, and thank you, Bob, and bless you all.
Thank you guys for being here. This is just so great. You guys make it all so
We are so excited, and again, Jill, thank you. We're going to be at your booth for your Pies for Paws,
and Doggone Smart.
And Chris, from Doggone Smart. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks for having me, and it was wonderful.
And Bob, we're always so happy to see you. Thank you for joining us again on Pet Life Radio.
Thank you. Mwah. Thank you so much.
Take a pie, but he'll have a bite of pie, like Mark. Is that good? Will you take a
More than
bite?
happy to eat the pie. No,
We're going to eat the pie. Well, the three of us will go there. We'll have some bites of pie.
Little Dog Rescue.
I love it.
Oh, great.
Okay, we're going to continue onward and upward on the Pet Life Radio at Super Smiley Adventure at the Global Pet Expo. Woo!
Yay!
And I'm still at the Global Pet Expo here in Orlando, Florida with Super Smiley, and we just ran into one of our heroes, Prince Lorenzo Borghese, with a beautiful, beautiful line of products for dogs. And I'm going to tell you a little story about, and a little bit about how Smiley helped distribute some to some homeless dogs. Welcome, Prince Lorenzo.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for interviewing me.
And we love your products for humans and for dogs. They're natural. They smell so good. Could you tell us a little bit about them, how they came about?
They came about because my dog back in 2002 had dry skin, had a black lab, and because my family's been in cosmetics, I decided to do some research on the shampoos out in the industry for pets and realized that what was going into them was really bad for the dog's skin. And then I believe I created the first shampoo for dogs back then, meaning that it was pH balanced for them. It didn't have all the harsh surfactants and everything that vets tell you is bad for your dog. And I launched it 13 years ago, and it cleared her skin. And then I decided that if it helped her, I wanted to help other dogs too. And I didn't expect to be in the pet industry, but here I am.
But here you are. And that often happens is when we just have a creative inspiration and follow it because of a need that we have from our hearts, which is what you did, that you find that other people have the same need as well.
Yeah, exactly. It was, I think my parents always wanted me to be an investment banker and like do the Wall Street route.
Right.
And all of a sudden, I'm going to Italy and manufacturing pet shampoos. But
What did they think about that?
they thought I was crazy, I believe. But then when they actually saw my dog and how different she looked, they said, "Oh my gosh, that is incredible. Maybe you should do something." And then I approached HSN, which is the shopping network.
Right.
And I said, I want to do a pet show, and they thought I was crazy too. And they said, well, we haven't been able to sell anything on pets on TV. We had a world famous vet come on 2 years ago, and it bombed. And I said, let me just try. Let's do 1 hour show, and we did, and it did well, surprisingly. Like I didn't expect it to do well. And I'm going to be celebrating my 13th year anniversary there in August.
On HSN.
On HSN.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
We're all
you.
going to be checking that out.
Yeah.
I love that. And the line is called, what is it called?
It's called Prince Lorenzo's Royal Treatment, and everything comes from Italy, and the products contain a minimum of 100% organic ingredients, and they all contain essential fragrance oils.
It's perfect. I love Prince Lorenzo's Royal Treatment. That is so perfect. I love that name.
And then I also want to mention that every product sold, a portion of proceeds goes to my charity, Animal Aid USA. We use it to offer free spay and neuter, and we also save on average now about 160 dogs per month from being euthanized.
I love that. Congratulations. All my listeners know that Super Smiley here, who's relaxing right at your feet. He's a giant mutt. He was turned into the shelter twice. My German Shepherd, who's beautiful. She looks like a pedigree, but she was abandoned 4 times because she was just too hyper. My horse, whose pedigree was going to slaughter. So we applaud you and love your efforts. Thank you so much.
Well, and I love your efforts too, so I applaud you right back.
Aw, thank you. Oh, and I have a fun story to tell you, Prince Lorenzo. This was maybe 5 years ago, something like that. You were doing contests on the internet.
Yeah.
A photo contest. Do you remember this?
I do remember it.
Yes. And I don't usually do photo contests because my dogs are mutts. They rock it. They're out there in the mud and the horse pen. But I happened to see it, and all the dogs look so cute and so sweet. And I love your human cosmetics, so I'm a fan. So,
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
So first of all, I was there. You already got me hooked. But I noticed that all the dogs were the little dogs, and they looked like I'm not saying they were, but they just looked like little pedigree dogs. And Smiley came right up to me, looked at me right in the face, and said, "We need to enter this contest because we need to have a mutt represented."
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, and I remember because Smiley won.
No, he actually didn't win.
Well, he got second. What happened?
He got third place.
Third
But let me
place.
tell you. But we entered very late, very, very late. But Smiley, what we did was we put a video together about pet adoption. As I'm Smiley the dog, I am a Met. It was a whole little song. It was so cute. And he started passing people. But there were two men at the front, and they were really serious about winning. And I could tell. So I actually wanted to come in third because I wanted to energize it and put it out good vibes, not come in and rock the boat and make people mad. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. And coming in from last to third is pretty impressive.
And he did. And so we kind of locked it at third. And then we won a whole basket full of beautiful shampoos, dog shampoos, Prince Lorenzo Royal Treatment. That's what we won. And I had never smelled them or touched them or experienced them before. So this is what I want to tell the listeners. This is a true Super Smiley story. So to back up a little bit more, I'm extremely chemically sensitive. I clean my house with vinegar and baking soda. Okay. So perfumes and shampoos and cosmetics, actually, they don't even just bother me, they make me physically ill. So I wasn't sure, but I love your shampoo.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, yes. I grew up around fragrances, and for some reason I really pay attention to what the products smell like, and I use the essential oils. So, for example, when you smell the lavender and cashmere, you're going to open that bottle up and you're going to smell the lavender flowers come out of there. So it smells like nature because it comes from nature.
And it's real nature. It's not something that's going to have that chemically smell. And we have the oatmeal honey, I believe, and we have the lavender. We have a lot of different ones, and I still have them because the bottles are huge.
Yeah,
they're huge.
They're huge. Maybe I should just make them smaller so I sell more. I think I'm giving too much away. I really do.
Well, and let me finish the story here. So what we did, Super Smiley got very lucky to land a really beautiful, people who love him. So what we did was we drove to Best Friends Animal Sanctuary from Los Angeles to Utah, and we took a huge basket full of your products and donated them to Best Friends.
Which is the sweetest thing ever. Because they needed more because, it's a fact that if a dog looks better, their chances of getting adopted are much higher.
100%. And your dogs, they don't even only look better, but they're going to smell better.
And that's true, too, because once you pet that dog, and if your hand smells, you're going to have second thoughts. And if it smells bad, you're like, I don't want that dog, or it's going to stink up my house. But if you rub a dog and you smell your hand and it smells like lavender, and you're more likely going to be happy with that dog. And I actually have people that have commented and said they're using their dogs as room deodorizers now. True story.
I love that. And Prince Lorenzo, my show's called A Super Smiley Adventure because I believe animals lead us on amazing adventures, whether they're out in the world or journeys of inner discovery. And obviously, your dog led you on this huge adventure here.
Yeah,
right?
It did. I mean, again, I never thought I'd be in the pet industry, and my dog just happened to have dry skin, and it really showed up because she was a black lab, so all the white flakes were all over her coat, and she was itching. And I was thinking, if there was a shampoo that made me itch, dried out my skin, I'd change it.
Absolutely.
So I went on a mission, and it was amazing and made her feel so much better, made her look better, and I just wanted to share it. And again, here I am 13 years later and continuing to share this product line.
I love that. And then one more question. On our show, we also talk about our dogs leading us on inner journeys of self-discovery. Have you learned anything from your dog?
Yeah, that's I've ordered to forgive and forget, because that's what dogs do.
Yeah.
I mean, she wasn't a perfect puppy growing up, but and I wasn't a perfect owner. But she would always, within seconds, if I did something that I shouldn't have done, just get angry for no reason, just on a telephone, and maybe I raised my voice and it scared her, not at her, but just in general.
Right.
2 seconds later, she'd come right back to me, it never happened.
Yeah, dogs, they really are amazing. I believe that they're healers and teachers. And Prince Lorenzo, thank you so much for bringing these beautiful products to the world, and also for supporting pet adoption, for forming your charity, and for all you do for animals. Thank you.
Well, again, thank you for what you do.
Thank you for joining us on Pet Life Radio.
All right, thank you.
And we'll be right back after the break on A Super Smiley Adventure when I take a pie in my face for Pie for Paws. Smiley, can you wait for the pie? Good boy.
Sit, stay. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
I'm Smiley the dog. I'm Super Smiley. Must rock.
It's designerpetsweaters.com. Hand-knitted designer sweaters for your precious pup or cool cat. Beautiful couture patterns for your pets, including custom-knitted formal wear, casual wear, yachting, and even sports-themed. Many designer pet sweaters include feathered tammy hats, top hats, and a lot of sparkle. Each sweater includes leg loops, front paw sleeves, and leash opening. Visit designerpetsweaters.com to order your 4-legged fashions today. Large or small, we fit them all. designerpetsweaters.com.
Listen, cat people, it's just litter. Until you realize those big boxes mean big smells, big messes, and big money. Switch to World's Best Cat Litter, the only litter with concentrated power. It guarantees less smells, less work, all with less litter. Try the small bag that lasts one cat 30 days and you'll realize it's just litter, unless it's World's Best Cat Litter. Find it at Target, Walmart, and at your local grocery and pet stores.
Pet Life Radio, the #1 pet radio network on the planet, joins forces with iHeartRadio to put the power of your pets in your pocket. Awesome. Download the iHeartRadio app and rock Pet Life Radio on your phone, on your tablet, on your Xbox, in your car. Pet talk, pet tunes, and fun pet times. Pet Life Radio and iHeartRadio. Positively Possum.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
And we are still here at the amazing Global Pet Expo in Orlando, Florida, and I'm here with Trisha Montgomery, and I love what Trisha does. She's got the Canine Fit Club, and her program is Sit, Stay, and Get Fit. I love it, Trisha.
Thank you so much for having me, and Super Smiley is here, and he's just smiling, so I'm giving a shout out right now to you guys in the Super Smiley. But hey, we're taking Canine Fit Club, Sit, Stay, and Get Fit all across the country, and we're going to get people up and out, getting off their butts and working out with their mutts. Yeah.
I love that. That's what Smiley and I do. I absolutely adore it.
Yeah, because you know what? The dogs are the best motivator we'll ever have. They're the best partner, workout partner that we'll ever have, and they'll never cancel on you. They never have a hangover, and they always want to get up and get out and get moving. Because as we as a nation get a little bit unhealthy, our dogs get unhealthy right beside us. So it is our goal to really fight the epidemic of obesity for both humans and dogs on both sides of the lease with our Sit, Stay, and Get Fit tour across the nation. We're going to be starting in May at the AARP show, Life Reimagined, and that's going to...
Where is that?
Miami, Florida.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, by the 16th through the 18th. We're going to be heading up to Philadelphia, to Denver, to New York, all across the country, LA, San Diego, and ending up at the APDT show in Dallas, Texas. But it's all about getting fit with our best friends.
I love this. Now, do you have a certain workout program, or you just design it according to the people that are in your group that day? What are you going to be doing at each of your stops?
So at each of the stops, what we're going to be doing is a health and fitness wellness fair. So we'll have veterinarians on board giving a healthy to participate form. We're going to be evaluating them, assessing them, and then we're going to be teaching a class to anyone who wants to work out. The class will be determined about how their level of fitness is. So if they're super fit and healthy, they can do a type of a movement best for them. And if they're not that healthy, then we can give them a workout that's going to be good for them. So we'll have people leading in beginner, intermediate, and advanced.
I love this. I love this. So you're going to have an entire a mini expo at each stop, right?
Yes, we are.
That's huge. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of work you're doing there.
But it's for an amazing cause. And we're also going to be working with rescue organizations and benefiting the communities in which we serve. And that's really important to us in giving back to everyone. Because I think as we as a nation have become so unhealthy, our dogs have become unhealthy right beside us. And so if there's a way to show and educate those pet owners, what's good for us is good for them. And so it's a win-win situation. And you're going to try and join us on this tour, aren't you?
Oh, thank you so much for inviting me. And Super Smiley, we would love to come do the Super Smiley Flash Mob for pet adoption and for kindness and just share all these good vibes. Share exercise, health, fitness, super smiles, all kinds of things, and pet adoption. I love it.
And how can you not smile when you're getting healthy and well, benefiting each other? And it's just that human-animal bond and increasing that. What better way to spend time with your dog than working out with him?
Trisha, this is a wonderful idea, and I congratulate you on the movement so far and that you're manifesting this amazing tour that's going to benefit all of us. Thank you. Trisha Montgomery, thank you for joining us on a Super Smiley Adventure, and bless you in your work.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
How can people keep up with this tour and track you on the internet or on Facebook? How can we find where you are so we can come join your events? Yeah, very important question.
That's a very important question. Thank you for asking that question because I failed to say that. Go to www.caninefitclub.com, and that's caninefitclub.com. There'll be a separate Sit, Stay, and Get Fit tour page, and it's going to be all across the country, and you can follow us kind of around in that little bus and just watch us and come and join us in any city where we are.
I love that, Trisha. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I want to be there. We will be there.
You will be there.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Bye. And Super Smiley and I are still here at the Global Pet Expo in Orlando having the most amazing time, and everyone knows that I try to eat very, very healthy. We've had a few vegans on my show promoting animal care and kindness, and I'm at a booth that caught my eye. It's called Dogs Love Kale with the Dogs Love Kale girls, Dawn Ward and Paula Savresi. Say it again, please.
Savarese.
Hey, Paula.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
I'm great. Hey, Dawn.
Hello, how are you?
I'm wonderful. Okay, y'all. I actually love kale. I'm one of the people that loves kale. So just tell us about it. Who wants to? Okay, here we go. This is Dawn.
So we have 5 fantastic flavors, 3 of which are wheat-free, and then 2 are grain and wheat-free. We have flavors like pumpkin, peanut, apple, coconut banana, and sweet potato.
And it's kale. It's like kale, right?
Kale is in every package, yes. Flaxseed as well. And as you know, kale is a super antioxidant.
I love kale. I really do.
Yes. And, it's all human grade. It's vegan.
It's human grade. Does that mean I can snack on
Yes, you can. And it's great with a cup of coffee.
It is.
Yes.
It is. And the kale has really taken off because it used to be like a weird food, but now people are really, really understanding, right?
It was a garnish at one point.
Yes.
Now you don't even see it as a garnish anymore. People are eating it. They're giving it to their dogs, and now we were able to incorporate it into a dog treat, and they love it.
This is the smartest thing ever, and I love your branding. It's so cute, the little cartoon dog and hearts, and it is the cutest thing. I'm going to take a picture of Super Smiley here, so everybody be sure to come to our show page and look at the pictures of Dogs Love Kale. And where can people find you? How can they order this or find it? Where do we get it?
Well, we're in Unleashed by Petco. We're in various supermarkets, hundreds of independent retailers, and, of course, on our website, dogslovekale.com.
dogslovekale.com. I love it. Thank you so much for bringing kale to the canine world.
Thank you, Megan.
Super Smiley gives you 4 paws up.
Thank you.
Yay. Thank you, Paula and Dawn with Dogs Love Kale.
Thank you.
Bye. And now we're about to head over to the Pie for Paws with Jill Rappaport, where I take a pie in the face for pet rescue right here on the show live. But first, I would love to go to our pet-friendly, well, it's actually more like pet enthusiastic hotel, the Aloft Hotel, downtown Orlando, who sponsored our Super Smiley Adventure stay. And I'm still on my Super Smiley Adventure in Orlando for the Global Pet Expo with Ricardo Echeverri. And Ricardo is so special to us because he is with the Aloft Hotels, and they sponsored our Super Smiley Adventure stay in Orlando. Thank you, Ricardo.
It's our pleasure, absolutely, and we're welcome to have you here. And like I said, all the Aloft Hotels, as well as specifically the Aloft Orlando downtown, is 100% dog friendly. So you never have to pay anything additional when you have your fur baby with us, and it's always a great time. So
oh my goodness! And I've never been to any Aloft hotel. And I heard they were very exquisite. I heard they were very, very specific in their design and the look and the feel. And it's so beautiful. I want everyone to know. I'm looking at this beautiful art here, and there's sofas all around it, and the rooms are magnificent. It's just fabulous. Could you talk a little bit about your design? I'm sure you're very proud of it.
Absolutely. So Aloft was born out of a vision of W Hotels. And we're part of the Starwood Properties and Starwood Hotels and Resorts. And what they did is basically took the W design and feel and kind of adapted it to the Aloft. So very tech savvy, lots of energy, bright colors, very clean design, and a very modern feel.
And let me just say, I love this because modern feel, sometimes people think modern feel is cold, but it is not. There is so much beautiful art. You said bright design, bright energy, bright colors. It's absolutely true, and I want to give a shout out. We love the W Hotels because Smiley and I have been to a lot of dog events, red carpets at the W Hotel in Los Angeles, and that's one of the most gorgeous ones, isn't it?
Absolutely. W Hotels is amazing, and what we do as a loft is try to, mimic and basically continue on that vision of design and obviously customer service, and make sure that everybody's taken care of when they come visit.
Thank you so much again, Ricardo. And what's it like having dogs in your hotel? What does that do? I mean, Smiley loves it. Right now he's lying on the floor, so he's lounging, but he has been having a super Smiley time earlier. We had a little photo shoot. It was so much fun. But what's it like having dogs around?
Well, it's just like being at home. I mean, and that's basically the whole feel. I mean, our GM, myself, I mean, we're all very dog oriented. We the program that we have in Aloft, it's called ARF, and that stands for Animals Are Fun. So when you check in, you get a dog bed. We definitely get a warm welcome. We want make sure that everybody who does travel with their companions feel at home. And they want to make sure that also that their dogs and their pets also feel at home as well. And that's just as important as the guests themselves.
And I want to say something about the feeling at home. It's called a loft. My room did not feel like a hotel room at all. And I've been in lots of beautiful hotel rooms, so nothing bad about hotel rooms. Exquisite hotel rooms are lovely. But this literally felt like a loft. It felt like a condominium. It felt like a upscale apartment in New York or some fabulous city. There was a little office room when I walked in, and then there was a hall, and then the bathroom was there with 2 separate rooms, like a little changing room. Then there's the bedroom area. Then past that, there's another area that's like a studio with a view. It literally feels like a living space loft.
Absolutely. And what's actually really cool about our specific loft is that we actually took an old 1968 Orlando Utilities Commission building, and it's actually a true adaptive reuse. So we completely retrofitted it into this office building into a loft hotel. So some of the benefits are the 10-foot floor-to-ceiling windows, the big loft ceilings, and also the size. They're a lot larger than a typical loft hotel and even some of the other hotel brands, so a lot larger.
It's really, really big. The room was huge. I want to emphasize this again. Super Smiley and I were just in New York City for the Dog Writers of America Awards, and we were nominated for an award. So good job, Super Smiley. And we were staying with a lovely, lovely B&B host. We loved her. And it was fabulous. But in New York, everything is so small. And it was a wonderful room where I stayed. So big shout out to her. But her living apartment that she actually lives in was not as large as the loft room I just stayed in. It's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. So all of our rooms range anywhere from 384 square feet to about 660 square feet, which is the one that you stayed in. So very, very large. And again, especially when you're traveling with larger pets, you want to make sure that they feel at home and they have space to run around. So very important.
And do you have any animals in your life?
Absolutely.
Tell us.
We have a French bulldog and then also a Chihuahua.
Those Frenchies are so cute. What color is your Frenchie?
Brindle.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because often you see them white and the fawn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so ours is Brindle. Her name's Lola. And then we have our 3-pound Chihuahua. And she has a big name. Her name's Guadalupe. But we call her Lupe.
Guadalupe and Lola. Oh, I love this. Well, thank you so much for sponsoring our stay here in Orlando at the Global Pet Expo. We had such a wonderful time, Ricardo. Thank you.
It's our pleasure. And thank you so much for having, Super Smiley and yourself stay with us and choose us as a hotel of your choice during this expo, and we look forward to many more adventures.
Yes, well, we totally recommend a loft, and I hope I'm going to come back really, really soon and stay with you again.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
And now here it is, the Pies for Paws with Jill Rappaport. I am taking a pie to the face to raise money for pet adoption. This is live with the beautiful Jill Rappaport, whose heart is so big. What are we doing this for, Jill?
She won't be saying that in a minute when she gets covered in whipped cream.
No, you can do it just light.
Yes,
It's for the cause.
it's my Pies for Paws
initiative. Should I do it?
Oh,
here we go.
Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. One,
gentle.
Oh, God, I feel bad. Her hair is so perfect.
Right here, gentle.
Okay, wait.
Gentle.
Oh.
And I am Grady. Woo! That's at the Grady School of Journalism. And for all the animals. Jill, give me a kiss.
Oh, you know what?
Hey, Smiley.
If you want
here we
your
go.
animal involved,
Here we
you
go.
can give them like dog mouths, like food, but never do a
No. All the ahs there were when Smiley licked the pie off my face. It's so cute. And I'm going to have that video up on our Pet Life Radio Pet Expo blog at radioblogdog.com. radioblogdog.com. So while Smiley helps me get cleaned up here, let's take a break and we'll be right back. Good boy, Smiley. That's good. Is that good? Good boy.
Sit. Stay. We'll be right back, right after we kibble a little with our sponsors.
Amazing Pet Expos is coming to a city near you. Admission is always free, and your pet is welcome. Shopping, adoptions, free nail trims, discounted shots and microchipping, agility, a pet costume contest, and much more. Plus, meet the guys from Animal Planet's hit TV series Tanked and Pit Boss. Online at AmazingPetExpos.com.
Bring your pets to the Pet Expo.
Hi, I'm Dana Humphrey, also known as the Pet Lady. I travel from coast to coast to pet trade shows and consumer events to scout out what the hottest, hippest, and most unique pet products are on the planet, bringing you tips and tricks from top veterinarians, groomers, trainers on how to safely travel and live happily with your pets. the Pet Lady will be in a city near you, showing off the latest and greatest tech, pet gadgets, cozy comforts, and fab gift ideas for man's and woman's best friend. You can learn more at thepetlady.net or connect socially and tweet with me at PetLadyWorld.
This year, Americans are expected to spend a jaw-dropping $36 billion on their pets. From lighted leashes to high-end spa products, the discriminating pet owner can find just about anything to pamper his or her pet. Hi, this is Michelle Fern. Join me every week for Best Bets for Pets, where we'll talk about the latest pet products and talk to the companies that make them. Best Bets for Pets, every week, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
And we're back on a Super Smiley Adventure for Pet Life Radio. We just took a pie for pups. And we're here still at the Pet Expo, the Global Pet Expo in Orlando, Florida. And I just ran into Dr. Jeff. He's here. He's from Pet Life Radio. We all know and love him. Hi, Dr. Jeff.
Hey there. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Now, when you first met Smiley, what did you all do? You all ran?
Well, one of the things that me with dogs, I think I always joke, I must have been a dog in a prior life. And I have some kind of weird attraction. It's weird. Don't think weird things, folks. But as a joke, I get more tongue than anybody I know. We were just rolling on the floor, and he was upside down and getting his belly rubbed. And even now, he's sitting here. If you could see, he's sitting here hugging my leg.
He is. He's leaning all over Dr. Jeff, and Dr. Jeff is rubbing on him.
Right.
So, Dr. Jeff, obviously you love animals. You have this amazing energetic rapport as well as just knowing how to work around them. Can people learn how to be more social with animals, or is this something you have to be born with like you?
It's very interesting. It's definitely something that I think can be learned or at least faked. And I often joke when I lecture to veterinarians.
Yes.
And it goes back, way back. This is my, 31st year of practice. But I remember getting out, and one of my first patients, and this cute little Chihuahua, and I picked this dog up, and I'm giving it little lips and the kiss, and the dog is licking me on the face, and I'm petting this thing, and I'm hugging it. And this lady says to me, she goes, it's so weird to say. She goes, but I've never seen a vet do that. Ooh. And I'm thinking, oh my God, wow, that is frightening.
Something's up, yeah.
And I said, I'm going to love this profession. So what I try to lecture now, and I tell people, I said, when someone says, I have the best vet, do they really know?
Yeah,
right?
I don't know. Do they?
No, how can they know?
Right, because you go to usually the vet in your community, and if you like them, then you say, I have the best vet.
Exactly. If they stood over me watching me do a surgery, would they know what I was doing? If they saw how I worked up a case, would they know if I was doing it right? Of course not.
Or would they know if you were up on everything that's available now, right?
Absolutely not. What they know is the fact that I'm on the floor, and I go through more pants, my knees, right there, because I'm on the floor all the time. And so they gauge us on how much we love their pets. I have actually a great slide. It says, the truth is, clients really don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
And, beautiful.
So I tell young doctors, if you don't have that in you, if it's not natural, then learn it, do it, get on the floor, just practice it, because that's how you're going to be judged. You're not going to be judged by how small your spay incision is. You're not going to be judged by how well you worked up that case or how great your x-rays are. You're going to be judged by how much you love their pets.
And you do. There's no doubt. I want to elaborate a little bit. Last year when I ran into Dr. Jeff here, Dr. Jeff and I had never met in person. Right. And we were walking through the hall of the hotel, and there are hundreds of people walking by, all busy at the Pet Expo. And all of a sudden this man runs over and hugs my dog, and my dog loves him, so it's all good energy. And they're rolling around on the floor together, and I'm saying, oh, this is so great. My dog loves you. And then we look at each other, and I'm like, Dr. Jeff?
No, it's true. I have a tagline. I said, being a veterinarian, for me, is about walking across the street just to say hi to that adorable little puppy.
I love that. And Dr. Jeff, you have in the past that you have a lot of knowledge about supplements for dogs. Can you tell us about that a little bit?
Well, it's so empirical, the data.
Yes.
And not a lot of it has not been proven, but I personally have been taking vitamins for a long time.
Me too.
Have they helped? I have no idea. As often
let me say they do, because you look fabulous. So you're doing something right.
When people ask what's my secret, I said I pick good parents. I don't know what to tell you. But I think that we're learning more and more about brain health, about joint care, joint health. And I do think supplements are working. So I recommend a lot of things for pets as they need it. I'm not one of these guys that's just going to load them up. But if we have an issue that we have to deal with, I think it's appropriate to talk to your veterinarian. And there are some really good supplements out there that people could take. I actually, in my product line, the ProSense, we have joint care supplements. We have skin and coat care supplements. The omega-3 fatty acids have been proven. And not just for skin and coat, but a lot of these fatty acids are also good for brain health and brain development. And a lot of the BD, the brain diets, are out there now to help against like doggy version of Alzheimer's, which is called cognitive dysfunction syndrome.
Yes, I've heard of that.
Include a lot of the DHAs and a lot of the fatty acids. So I think it's worth it.
So a few sentences ago, you mentioned if there's something to deal with a specific condition, you can recommend supplements. But is there a supplement, or are there several we can take just to keep them healthier? You mentioned joint and the not the Alzheimer's, but what did you call it? The
canine dysfunction, cognitive
dysfunction syndrome. Right. Is there something we can take to keep Smiley going for as long as he can go?
I don't think you'd be wrong, especially to have the appropriate breed, to put any adult large breed on a chondroitin type supplement, glucosamine chondroitin, using the omega-3s, omega-6 fatty acids, just as part of their normal routine. Just like I get up in the morning, I don't have any ailments, at least not yet, and yet I take a handful, literally, of different vitamins. So as long as you are careful to make sure you are not overdoing it. Some of the vitamins, the fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K, can become toxic if you take too many.
But if it's in a canine supplement and you do it according to the directions, should you be safe?
You should be totally safe. Okay, so my feeling is, since we don't know a lot, the empirical data is out there, and we know it's not going to hurt, go for it.
All right. I love that. Smiley, we're going to go for it. Good boy. Well, Dr. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us. And tell us, I know you're on Pet Life Radio and you have a live call-in show. So tell us again where we call in and how we get to your show.
My show is Ask the Vets with Dr. Jeff. We are on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Pacific Coast time, which is noon on the East Coast, and obviously anywhere in between, Central Mountain Time. Pick your time.
And give the phone number.
It's live. We're at 877-385-8882. And you can also text me at just join in the conversation online, or you can send me a quick email to drjeff, that's Dr. Jeff, at petliferadio.com. For those who call in, we'll get a free Kong product and a free ProSense product.
I love that. Well, we called in. I'm going to call in again because Smiley wants a ProSense product. That's what we're up for.
And a Kong toy. They're both great.
Kong toy. We love Kong toys. I have a German Shepherd, and oh my gosh, those Kong toys are rocking at our house. Let me just tell you
Absolutely. So yes, call in. Free advice, information. You know, my goal is I want to educate pet parents. I think an educated parent is going to make a better pet parent. And also, there is so much out there in the veterinary world that it's confusing. I'm trying to lessen the confusion, give you more information, help you make decisions. And if you're faced with a problem and your veterinarian's wanting to do XYZ, call in, pick my brain. I'll be happy to throw my
Dr. Jeff is great. I want everyone to know he's great. I literally have called in several times, and I love your show. Your energy is just like it is here, so positive, and then you give really specific things that we can do and suggestions or enlighten if we're just confused about something. So thank you.
You're very welcome. Good seeing you, Megan.
Dr. Jeff, we love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
And we're here at the Pet Expo, and they're not only pet products. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I just attended the press conference for, you all remember, my dear friend Sherry Duvall, Canines for Warriors. I'm here with her son, Brett Simon, and Brett is the director of the canine operations. Hi, Brett.
How are you, Megan?
I'm wonderful. First of all, bless you for this organization that you all have created and for your service.
Well, thank you. We appreciate everything that people have come and talked to us and seen today.
Now, I want you, in your words, to tell our listeners what is Canines for Warriors if they haven't heard yet.
Canines for Warriors is a nonprofit that supplies service dogs to veterans from Iraq and Afghanistan, all post 9/11 service, with a diagnosis of traumatic brain injury, PTSD, or military sexual trauma. And we have them come to Florida, and they live with us for 21 days.
On a beautiful compound.
On a beautiful compound, and a new compound getting ready to come.
Yes,
And they stay with us for 21 days, and during that time, myself and my staff take them out and teach them how to use their dogs in public to mitigate their disabilities.
And how many warriors do you have at a time at one session?
4 to 5 warriors at a time, and that's and 2 trainers to that ratio of students. So
I love that. And then you all, and the dogs are selected before the warriors arrive. Tell us about that process.
Correct. All of our dogs, I shouldn't say all, 96% are shelter animals or rescue dogs.
First, big shout out to that. We
Yes.
love you for that.
We love that too. And they're trained anywhere from 4 to 8 months, depending on the disability for the handler. Some of the dogs have some training already. They were turned over for whatever reasons. So, and we just teach them the public access part and service dog etiquette and the commands for the tasks for the ADA for the disabilities.
And I see that you have a beautiful dog here. It looks like, is this your service dog?
This is Reagan. She's a Belgian Malinois. She was actually located in Atlanta, Georgia by a friend of mine, and he brought her to me 3 years ago on Veterans Day.
Because you're a vet yourself, right?
Yes, ma'am. I worked with the Department of Defense through the United States Army working a bomb and tracking dog in Iraq for 2 years.
Well, bless you, and thank you for your service, Brad.
Thank you.
And so tell us, we heard people talk here, the other warrior, how do these dogs help the warriors when they come in? What are the warriors like when they come in? What are they like when they meet the dogs, and what are they like when they leave? Give us a picture.
You know, all of them are used to being deployed, the military men and women, so the travel part to get there is a little hectic for them, but that part they can handle pretty well. But coming into a new environment, scared, nervous, apprehensive, like the veteran Joe was talking about earlier, not sure, skeptical of the program.
Not even knowing if it's going to help them.
Correct. And then, they spend the night and they meet their dogs the next day on the first day, Monday of class. And you still see that, a little unsure, but then you see, wow, this is the dog I'm getting. This is really happening. And, from there, the transformation, it's not undescribable, but it's hard to describe because you see somebody that is skeptical, doesn't know what their next step is in life after being out of the military. And a lot of them have come to us and said it was their last resort. They've been to PTSD camps. They've gone on all the medications that, this program was was their last chance of trying to get some kind of normalcy back in their life.
I love that you say normalcy back in the life, but also I want to emphasize what you just said, because you all just revealed that some of the warriors come in on 20 different prescription drugs. One was on 40 prescription drugs, trying to get normal, right?
Correct. Well, you have medications to counteract medications, so they give you something to help you, to sleep, but yet it doesn't let you eat a lot of things. So then they give you pills for that. Wow. So it becomes a vicious cycle.
And have you all found, we know the dogs help on so many levels, have they actually helped people reduce their medications as well?
It does, absolutely. We've had several guys go down to just a few medications a day.
That's
and mostly all off, and their anxiety medication is gone. A lot of it's other stuff, high blood pressure, cholesterol, things that they have to take for that, but they've reduced or come off their anti-anxiety medications.
That's amazing. And one of the warriors that spoke here today said that he was actually considering suicide. This is serious business you all are working with, right? And the dogs are on the front lines in this.
The dogs are on the front line. We talked about the number that was on the screen, 22 veterans a day. That's 8,000 a year that, could be saved. And the dogs, what we do is saving lives of the dogs and our warriors. I mean, that is our concern as of to date, and I'm hoping that we can say this, the whole way through. Out of the 159 graduates, we have not had anybody commit suicide.
Bless you. And if they had not gone through, who knows what that number would have been.
Exactly. Right? And Joe, when he was talking earlier, he made the decision to call us after running, the thoughts of suicide went through his head one day. And look at him, he's 18-year veteran. Big guy, looks like he can take care of himself and everything else, and it reduced him to that.
Right, and one of the things what you mentioned, a big guy looks like he's strong, can take on anybody. When a leg is missing or there's a gash in you, you can see the wound.
Correct.
But with the PTSD, you can't see it, right?
Correct, and we get a lot of questions from people, what's wrong with you, why do you have the dog and things. And, as long as we have education to get that out and let them understand, then they, it falls in place and they understand what it is.
Right. Here we are. We're here for the Canine Advantix campaign to help raise money for you all. So all of our listeners can actually help this happen. They can actually help buy a dog simply by doing what?
You're going to, between March through May, if you purchase Canine Advantix 2, then Bear will pledge $1 for each purchase up to $150,000 to support our organization to acquire dogs, find dogs. We don't purchase them, but to save a warrior's life and to save a dog's life.
I love this, and up to $150,000. That will put a lot of warriors through your program, right?
Definitely it will.
Well, bless you for all your work. And a big shout out to dear friend Sherry Duvall. Sherry, we love you. We miss you on our show, but you're right here in spirit. And thank you for creating this. Brett, thank you so much.
Not a problem. Thank you, Megan.
Oh, and one more question. Where can people go on the internet to follow you all?
You can follow us at caninesforwarriors.org.
Okay.
We also have a Facebook page and a Twitter page, and I believe Instagram now too.
Okay, good. Okay, well, we will see.
I don't know those
there.
names of those things, but
we'll find it. You know what? If I can find it, I'll post it for you.
Okay.
Again, bless you. Thank you.
Thank
Canines
you.
for Warriors. Bye, Brett.
Bye-bye.
And we're here at the Canines for Warriors event, an amazingly inspiring event. And I'm here with Sergeant First Class Joe Sloboda, retired. Hi, Joe.
How you doing?
Joe, oh my gosh, your stories, your dog, so inspiring, so inspiring. Joe, how did you come to meet the Canines for Warriors group?
What happened for me was I was in the Wounded Warrior Detachment, still active duty, and I was having a lot of problems, and I just got linked up with Brett Simon through a friend.
We love Brett. We love Brett and Sherry.
Absolutely, yeah. So, and I was taking medications for cranial seizures because of my traumatic brain injury, and I got tired of taking medication, and I told my doctor, no more. I'm not doing it no more. I don't feel like myself. And he said, well, what about a service dog? And then I thought, well, wait a minute, that guy, Brett Simon, does something with warriors and service dogs, so I called him. And I linked up with him, and I did my application, and I got super lucky because somebody had canceled, so Brett was able to put me in his spot, and I went down to Florida expecting it to be just another one of those Wounded Warrior sort of programs, where, you're kind of babied, good programs, but you're kind of babied, and this one wasn't like that. It was, here's your dog, and we're going to teach you how to take care of it. It's all going to be on you, and we're going to show you how to live again.
You're going to step up.
You're going to step up. You're going to start finding a life.
I love this. You don't know how much I love this. I love this.
Yep, and I did. I was inspired. And Sherry Duvall, Mom.
We love Sherry again.
Oh, yeah.
Love you, Sherry.
She is just fabulous, and she cares so much. I could call her at any time of the night if I have a problem, and she'll talk to me, no matter what she's doing. Right. She would probably walk away from the president to talk to me.
No, I believe she would. I do.
So, I just got so inspired with this program. And then when I graduated, we became a service team. My life just started again. And I went to an NFL football game. And I was able to do that.
Because that's a lot of crowds, a lot of people in a lot of unpredictable areas, which is something that could trigger what you had had, right?
Yep, absolutely. And I, since then I've walked through New York City twice, just to explore.
And that's scary for anybody, let me tell you.
And,
Can't be. I love New York. New Yorkers, don't shout at me. I love New York.
I like New York, too. Great pizza. Best pizza in the world. Sorry, Chicago.
Oh, man.
So, but hey, my message to everybody is the experience that I discovered at Canines for Warriors is veterans out there, you can have a life after the military. You can have a life after combat. It's not going to be the same, but there is life out there, and it'll make you happy. Suicide is not the answer. Do not turn to suicide. Call Canines for Warriors. Look them up on the net, caninesforwarriors.org, and find a new life. Don't accept suicidal thoughts.
That brings us right back to the mission here. It's Stop 22.
Yep.
Because tell us why.
Stop 22 is a program for social media to spread the word that there are 22 veterans that commit suicide a day throughout the country. And that number is unacceptable. We've got to eradicate this suicidal, I don't have a word for it. It's just horrible. It's
like an epidemic that doesn't have a solution except for the Canines for Warriors dogs. Right. And Joe, thank you so much, and bless you in your work and for sharing this message. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And one last thing, veterans, suicide is not the answer. Look us up. Start living.
I love how animals contribute to our lives and are a vital part of our lives if we're just open to that journey and that adventure. And on that topic, I was walking around the Global Pet Expo. Prince Lorenzo had one more comment on this. And Prince Lorenzo, thank you so much for all of your contributions to pet adoption and bringing your beautiful, safe products to the world. As far as animals go, what have they taught you? What have you learned from bringing this to the world?
Well, I guess animals teach you forgiveness, right? Because every time I'm in a bad mood or I do something wrong, my dog used to walk away, but within seconds she'd come back smiling like your dog, wagging her tail, and act like I never did anything wrong. And I've done many mistakes in my life, but they always forgive and they make you feel so much better about who you are.
I love that. And tell us again, what is your dog's name?
Belle.
Belle. And she's the one who helped you found
this
line, right?
She was the brains behind it.
Smiley's the brains behind all my activities.
See, that's how it works.
And you know what? They lead us on Super Smiley Adventures. Would you agree with that?
100%. And then, they also make you more motivated. Like, dogs need to go for a walk. I'm watching TV, but now I need to take my dog out for a walk. Well,
right.
So you get out there and then you meet more people and then you go to a lot of fun events and you meet more people. So they help you be a little more social.
Absolutely.
And enjoy life more.
I wouldn't have met you. How about that?
And I wouldn't have met you. So it goes all the way around.
Thank you, Prince Lorenzo, and bless you for your work. Bless you.
Well, thank you for what you do.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
And then Jill Rappaport sums it all up.
Hi, I'm Jill Rappaport here at Global Pet Expo in Orlando, and we are having a Super Smiley Adventure. I'm here because of Best in Shelter with Jill Rappaport and also my brand new dog bed called the Ruby Roadie. Thanks to Doggone Smart Pet Products, everybody, you better have a Super Smiley Adventure.
Thank you, Jill. Woo! Everybody here at the Global Pet Expo was awesome. We are so happy here. Thank you to Bob Battieri and the American Pet Products Association for presenting the Global Pet Expo. Thank you to all of our pet-loving guests today who literally devote their lives to helping create happy, healthy pets and to support rescues and shelters. Super big shout out to our super producer, Mark Winter, for bringing Pet Life Radio and a Super Smiley Adventure to the world and for creating our new song, Kindness It's Super Smiley, for our newest update to our kindness campaign, which is sharing kindness around the world and, as always, teaching kids kindness through animals. And if you're listening on any of our outlets like iHeartRadio, Stitcher, or iTunes, be sure to hop on the web and check out our video of me getting the pie in the face for shelter rescues and all of our fun pics from Global. You can find them on our Pet Life Radio blog at radioblogdog.com or on our show page at Pet Life Radio at a Super Smiley Adventure. And always be sure to stop by and say hi or let us know what topics you want to hear about. You can catch us on Facebook at Megan Blake or at Super Smiley, or on Twitter at Super Smiley Dog or Megan_Blake, and on the web at supersmileydog.com and meganblakeofficial.com. Whoa, that's an earful. So all that info is right here on our radioblogdog.com. And we had so much fun, such a fun time on this adventure, and we hope you all enjoy all of your adventures with all your pets. I'm Megan Blake, here with Super Smiley, the ambassador of kindness, and until next time, woof and super smiles.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.